I suppose I was stuck in a 15-year rut, constantly unhappy with how I looked, constantly unhappy with my level of inner confidence, and how I felt about myself, I suppose, and constantly threatening to do something about it, and maybe from time to time spending money on different apps or different snake oil to try and lose weight and things like that, and always getting the same results, i.e. very, very short-term results which didn't last. Low self-esteem, low self-confidence, little to no interest in exercise. I'd lost interest in the gym. I used to do a bit, like I say, a bit of weightlifting with my son and things like that. Drifted away from that. Used to do quite a bit of cycling. So yeah, all that drifted away because it just became too difficult, and you just let things slide, and all of a sudden I found that stuff that normally wouldn't tax me was becoming really difficult, and I was sweating like a pig doing stuff that normally wouldn't tax me at all. And I said, Jesus, you're so unfit. I just became so self-aware of my own lack of fitness and poor physical health. It was a huge wake-up call, yeah. I suppose like that, maybe 15 years ago, I've been hovering around 17 stone for the last 10, 15 years. And especially in the last 2 years, I did, maybe it was COVID, I don't know, but I put on another 2 stone over the last 2 years. It just crept up. And you just wake up one morning, don't you, and say, Jesus Christ, I'm 19 stone. What's the story here? It's gone too far. It's time to take action, because you read all these things about diabetes and all obesity related health issues, and didn't want to be me, didn't want to be that person. What made me reach out was I saw a couple of LinkedIn posts, which I initially glossed over. Just thought it was another hero on LinkedIn changing everybody's life. I saw a couple of more posts from Mike on LinkedIn. One of them hit me, are you whatever, 40, in your 40s, you've raised your family, you're relatively successful in business, but yet you're feeling unfulfilled and unable to shift a bit of weight or whatever. And yeah, it ticked a few boxes for me, and I said, Jesus, that's kind of me in a nutshell. So from there I reached out then, and the rest is history, as the man says. I've tried several different named paid weight loss apps, like Noom and a couple of more that you pay your money up front and you follow a program. But I think for me, the kicker with joining the Peak Performance Project was accountability. That was a big factor for me, because I generally do what I say I'm going to do. So if I have to turn up for a call every week, I'll turn up, and if I have stuff to do before that call, generally it'll be done. So I think that was one of the big attractions from was the accountability. It's I suppose it plays in one of my 5 pillars, you know what I mean? So the main, I suppose, thread of the program to completely rewire my brain, if I'm honest, to be process driven rather than outcome driven. That's a huge thing, and never was before. And I remarked several times during the duration of the course that ironically it became less and less about weight loss or the figure on the scales is more and more about the mindset, the discipline, the routine, staying in formation, as you'd say yourself, staying under the radar, being outcome, being process driven rather than outcome driven. All that stuff, you ball all that up, and it's just such a recipe for success. Enthusiastic, passionate, driven, super positive, and extremely well educated in how to shape your mindset and get you to see things from a different perspective, which was probably the most transformative thing for me, seeing things from a different perspective and going, the oh my God moment, he's so right. You know, and during the course of the 12-week program, there was several calls where it was like, how did I not think of this before? You know, and it was transformative for me, truly was. The weight loss is obviously a huge thing. I've lost 27 pounds at this stage, pretty much, which is huge for me. So like that, all the different things and all the different benefits that brings, you know, from, you know, being able to wear clothes you want to wear and going down a couple of trouser sizes and stuff like that. Physical fitness has been completely transformed. I never in my wildest dreams could have thought that I could have lost that amount of weight in a sustainable manner. I'm looking forward to the new year, and I'm not concerned because I know all I have to do is follow the guidelines, and I'll be fine. Stay between the lines, and I'll be okay. Yeah, you know, I've completely changed my mindset now, so nothing can get in the way of that. You know what I mean? So there's a peace of mind, I suppose, associated with an inner knowledge that, you know, you're capable of so much more and you're achieving so much more. I am mildly uncomfortable saying it, but yes, I am proud of myself for what I've achieved. Yeah, like I say, it's beyond my wildest dreams to have achieved the weight loss that I've achieved in the last 12 weeks. Yeah, it's mind blowing. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm stepping outside myself and looking at myself before this 12-week program, and I'm going, Jesus, like, if you could only understand, you have to make only minor changes. I look back at it, I can't remember there being any time when I said, oh Jesus, this is so difficult. The reality is, and it might sound strange to hear it, but the reality is it wasn't difficult. It's within your grasp and you can do it. And all you have to do is make small changes, and it doesn't have to be an absolute nightmare to lose weight and change your mindset.